But now let me write a polynomial and then we try to write it in a standard form. So I'm going to write a polynomial now. So polynomials, polynomial standard form. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm just going to write an example. So I will write this polynomial to be, let's say, 4x cubed minus 8x plus x raised to power 5 minus 3x raised to power 4. So this is a polynomial. So our goal right now is to write this polynomial in standard form. So this is like a subtopic, and then the task is write in standard form. You see? So now from what I just said, the standard form shows that the leading coefficient. So right here, if you're looking at this, what is the one that has the highest exponent? The one that has the highest exponent?
X raised to the fifth.
X raised to power 5. Thank you. So in order to do that, so we can just write our solution. So we start with that. We just say x raised to power 5, followed by which one?
3x, negative 3x to the raised
All
to the
right,
fourth.
thank you. Negative 3x raised to power 4, and then followed by
4x squared
plus 4x squared minus 8x. See? So we just, it's all about rearranging stuff. When you are writing a polynomial in standard form, you are just rearranging the polynomial in a certain order. And it has to be descending order. Descending means decreasing. It is never ascending order. It is descending order. If somebody writes that it is negative 8x plus 4x squared minus 3x raised to power 4 plus 5x, that would be wrong because that's ascending order. So it has to be descending order. Okay. So now everybody write this one. The one I'm going to write now, write it in, write this one in standard form. Everybody, write it in your paper. 2x minus 3x raised to power 4 plus 6 minus 5x raised to power 3. So write it in your paper. The question is, write in standard form. You got 30 seconds. And another subtopic would be adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomial, and multiplying polynomials. So make sure you are writing stuff. Do not give me the screenshot of my own work. Write it in your paper, and then if you're submitting, you submit your paper. All right. So what did you get in this second one, in this example? What's the standard form?
5x to the third minus 3x to the fourth plus 2x plus 6.
What's the sign? The sign of the first one?
5x to the third. Negative 3x to the fourth.
Okay. So the first one should be negative 3x raised to power 4, followed by
5x to the third.
Negative. Always include the sign.
Sorry, negative 5x to the third.
All right, thank you. And then followed by
2x.
Plus 2x.
Yes. And then followed by plus 6.
Plus
all right.
6.
All right. So that's done. Now let's try to add. Let's try to add two polynomials. So if the highest exponent is 1, then that would be called monomial. But it's just a special case of a polynomial. So let's just try to add two polynomials. Okay, so I would write this example. So we are doing addition now. So add, I'm going to write two polynomials, and then we take it from there. So I will write add 6x raised to power 3 plus 4x plus x raised to power 2 minus 7. This is one polynomial. Add and the second one would be 2 raised to power what? 2x raised to power 3 minus 8x raised to power what? 2 plus 3. So add these two polynomials. That's the goal. All right. So who has an idea? What do you think we should do? I'm going to call names now. I will call names now. Kiera, what do you think? I've not heard your voice. Kiera Young.
Yes.
Yes. So what do you think? What do you think we should do?
In order to add the polynomials,
Yes.
you combine like terms.
Okay, that's a good idea. So now next person, I'm going to call another person. Angel, you heard what she said. So what are the first like terms? The first like terms that could be combined?
6x cubed plus 2x cubed.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just going to be writing what students tell me. She said we can combine 6x raised to power 3 plus 2x raised to power 3. So we can combine this. Next person. What's the next term to combine? Another person I'm going to call name. Mendoza. Adziri Mendoza, please. Go.
You can do x squared plus negative 8x squared.
Okay, so she said we can do plus x squared, then minus 8 raised to power 2, and then we can also do what? Next person. Is there any other like them to combine?
-7.
Negative what?
-7 plus 3.
7 and 3.
Okay, -7 and 3. How about 4x?
There's
Does
no
it have
other
anything
like
to combine with?
4x doesn't have a like term.
Nope.
Okay. On the other side of it, it has 0. So let's just write 4x anyway. And then plus -7 plus 3. Okay. So you see how we arranged it? So the first one, once we combine the first one, it gives us what?
8x cubed.
8x raised to power 3. And then this second one gives us what?
-7x.
-7.
-7x. So I already wrote plus, so let me change it to negative.
7x squared.
Yes, -7x squared. And then we just repeat our plus 4x.
4x.
And then -7 plus 3.
-4.
-4.
-4. And that's the much we can do. So we just added a polynomial. All right. So let's use the same number and do subtraction. The same. I don't want to write a different number. So do subtraction. We just did addition now. You see, we just did addition. So let's do subtraction. Everybody, you have 2 minutes to do the subtraction. So you're using the same set of numbers. You are subtracting this from this. Okay, so what do we have? What do we get when we do subtraction? I'm going to call name Hamza. I haven't heard you. So what do you say? What should we do?
Only one value changes, and that's plus 2x in the third. So you just change that to a minus. Everything else stays the same.
So do you only change 2x raised to power 3? Only that one change? Is it only the one that changes?
Yeah. So now
who agrees with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm hearing another yes. Did anybody agree with that? Okay. Who disagrees with that?
No.
Who said no? Please say your first name and then tell us why, please.
Disagree.
Who?
I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree.
So say I disagree because then you make your statement.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I disagree because I basically took a like addition and applied all the factors with the same factors. So if you were to just put it, change the x cubed, then the whole thing, only the x cubed, the whole thing would be wrong because you gotta change each factor. Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, each term. You have to change each term. This is a term, this is a term, this is a term. Each of the terms. You have to change all of them, not just that. So, but in order to avoid the mistake that he made, here's the best way to do it. Here's the best way to do it. So, first of all, you write your first variable. You write your first equation, which is 6x raised to power cube plus 4x minus x squared, no, plus x squared minus 7. Then you put your negative, you open a parenthesis, then you write the whole thing. 2x raised to power 3 minus 8x raised to power 2 plus 3. So now you have set it up. Now the question now becomes, you open your parentheses. All right? You open your parentheses. So if we open the first one, we are just going to get the same set of numbers. 6x cubed plus 4x plus x squared minus 7. Then we now say this is 1 here. Negative times 2x will give us negative 2x cubed. Negative times negative is positive. So you write plus 8x squared. Then negative times positive here is negative. So you have minus 3. So which is the same thing when you said you have to change every term. That's what I just did. But I just did it in such a way that I will not make a mistake, or I will avoid making mistakes. So now you combine the terms, the like terms. So the like terms are, you combine this and this, and you combine this and this, and you combine, I believe, you combine this and this, okay? So if we do that combination, we should be obtaining something like, what's the first term now? If we combine 6x cubed minus 2x
cubed.
4x cubed.
4x cubed, then the next term becomes, if we combine
9x squared.
All right, plus 9x squared, and then is there any other number to combine?
No.
No, you
Okay,
put the 4x.
4 is by itself, so you write plus
4x.
And then negative 7 combined with negative 3 gives us what?
Negative 10.
Negative 10.
Negative 10.
Mr. Ukubu, the 9 has to be a negative 9.
Let's see.
No.
No, it is not negative 9.
It is negative.
No,
Yeah.
it's positive.
No, it's positive.
Positive.
A negative plus a negative makes a positive. So it's a positive.
Now look at this. Look at this line again. Look at this line again. This was your original expression, right? This was the original expression. So now you're opening, once you open the parentheses, the sign, every sign of it will change. So yes, it was negative here. So by the time you open the parentheses, it becomes positive. So now you have plus 8x squared. And then there is a 1 here plus x squared. So that should be plus 9x squared.
Right.
All right. So this is our subtraction. All right. Are we making progress?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now let's try multiplication. We are going to use the same number. So I'm going to let you do the multiplication. So always remember, let me give you a hint up front. Use distributive property. You see, so the task, we have done addition here, we have done subtraction here. So let's do multiplication. Okay, remember what I told you? Always start with the number, with the expression that has the smallest number of terms. So if I were you, I would just write 2x raised to power 3 minus 8x, that's plus 3. Then you're multiplying it with?
The 8x has is raised to the second power.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So you have 6x raised to power 3 plus what?
X squared.
4x
X
plus
no, it would be okay.
X squared minus 7. All right. So give it a try. Let's go. So what do you get? Your solution.
I can say mine, but I don't know if it's right.
Okay, who is speaking now?
JVL.
Okay, I'm gonna write whatever you say. I'm gonna write it down so that we can verify it. How about that? Okay, so I am
Okay.
going to, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down below. So go. What do you get? You're telling me the solution. You're not telling me the process, right?
Yes.
Okay, so go.
Okay, I had
Suggested solution. Yes, yeah, go.
6x to the sixth power
6x to the sixth power
minus 46x to the fifth power
minus 46x to the fifth power
minus 8x to the fourth power
minus 8x to the fourth power
plus 10x to the third power.
plus 10x to the third power.
Third.
Yes.
Plus 56x to the second power
Plus 56x to the second power
plus 12x
plus 12x
minus 21.
minus 21. Okay.
Again, I don't know if it's right. Just saying.
Okay. So now, did any other person get the same number?
No.
No. Okay. So can I have a different solution? One more person, another solution, let's so that we can compare.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, please go. So yes,
I got
go.
12x to the 6th
12x to the sixth power
minus 46x to the 5th
46x to the fifth power
minus 53 to the second power, 53x to the second power.
53 or 56?
53.
Okay, 53
X to the second power.
X to the second power
Plus 12x
plus 12x
minus 21.
minus 21. So now I can see something is missing in yours. At least I can't find third power. There's no third power in yours. So that's a red flag right there because there's a third power somewhere. There's a third power here. There's also this and this can give you a third power. So if third power is missing, then that's a red flag. Anyway, let's verify it. Thank you for the effort. Let's verify it, okay? Let's verify it. So I am going to start with this. Okay, I'm going to change my pen color. So these two are suggested solutions. They are suggested solutions above. All right, so now let's do the solution. Let's work it together. Now, 2x multiplied by 6x to the third power. 2x to the third power multiplied by 6x to the third power. That should give us
6. He was right.
12x to the sixth power. Okay? Then plus 2x to the third power plus, no, I'm sorry. 2x to the third power multiplied by, if I were you, I can actually rearrange this. I can say x to the second power, placing it before 4x. So it will make it a little bit easier. But it doesn't really matter. So, but let's do it the way we wrote it. So we have 2x to the third power multiplied by 4x to the first power. That should give us 8x to the fourth power. 8x to the fourth power. Then
I have a question.
We repeat the process. You say you have a question?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, what's the question? Go.
Okay, so when we're multiplying for this polynomial, you have to do like the first value distributed into all the values in the second equation.
Yes, and then you repeat the second. You repeat the process for the second term, and you repeat the process for the third term. So we are just going to do the same thing 3 times. All right. So, but let's do the first one first, and then 2 raised to power 3 multiplied by x raised to power 2. That should give us plus 2 raised to power what? X raised to power 5. 2x raised to power 5. Then 2x cubed multiplied by negative 7x should give us minus 14x to the third power. We are done with that. Then next one, we are using 8x. And remember, it has a negative because that's where many people make mistakes. So now, negative times positive here is negative. So now we have 8 times 6 is what?
48, but negative 48.
Okay, so negative 48. Now let's determine the power. Negative 40, we have negative 48. Then x squared times x cubed will give us negative 48 x raised to power 5. Okay, so now we repeat. 8 times 4 is 32. Is that not 32? And that's negative.
Yes.
Then x squared multiplied by x will give us x cubed. So we have negative minus 32x cubed. Okay, then we go again. 8 times 1 is 8. So it's negative. So you have negative 8. Then in terms of power, x squared times x is x raised to power 4. So we have negative 8x to power 4. We go again. 8 times 7 is what? 8 times 7 is
56.
56. Negative times negative is positive.
Positive.
So we have plus 56. And then we have x raised to power what? 2.
2.
X raised to power 2. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. Now, we repeat the process for 3. Then we go. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 x raised to power 3. So we have, actually should be, yeah, plus. I'm sorry. Hold on. So we are now dealing with 3. We are dealing with 3, going round. So that should be 18 raised to power 3. So you have plus 18 raised to power 3. Then we go again. 3 times 4 is 12. 12x. So we have 12x, just 12x. So let's write it plus 12x somewhere here. Let's write it plus 12x. Okay. Now we go again. 3 times 1 is 3. So 3x squared. So you have plus 3x squared. Then 3 times 7 is 21. Is actually then minus 21. And then we just draw a long line. And then what I just did helps us to collect the like terms at the same time. So that I'm just giving you some nice tricks. So now this is 0 here. So we repeat 12x raised to power 6. When we combine this one, 8x squared, and 8, this actually crosses out. This actually crosses out. How about this one? So this will be left with minus 48 plus 2.
Negative 6.
Negative 46x raised to power 5. Then let's combine these. Negative 14 minus 32 plus 18. Just punching the number using your calculator very fast. Negative 14 minus 32
Negative 28.
plus 18. That should give us negative 28. So we have minus 28x raised to power 3. And then when we combine this one, 56 plus 3x should give us plus 59x raised to power 2. And then this one is by itself, plus 12x minus 21. It looks like Javier was almost right. But this is how to do it, ladies and gentlemen. This is how to do it. Are we making progress so far?
Absolutely.
All right.